Hey, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the K12 Sports Tech AD Think Tank on the Educational AD Podcast. We'll be right back with this week's Think Tank guest, but as always, we want to give a shout out to all of our great sponsors, including K12 Sports Tech. Now, if you're new to the podcast, these are all great companies. I used every single one of them, and you should too. So take 3 minutes. That's all it's going to be. Listen to our shout outs, then listen to our think tank guest, and then go and visit these sponsors. I'm telling you, you're going to be glad you did. Here we go. We want to say thanks to K12 Sports Tech for sponsoring the think tank and encourage you to go and visit them. The K12 Sports Tech think tank helps athletic directors and vendors connect through education and hands-on consulting. If you'd like to join, and we would like you to join, go to K12sportstech.com. Help influence how companies shape their tech to better serve schools. That's K12sportstech.com. We also want to thank our good friends at Hometown. You know, Hometown's changing the game for schools and organizations with their suite of solutions that includes things like, digital ticketing, but there's a whole lot more. How about fee-free fundraising, athletic website construction? You really need to check out hometown.com. Whether you're an athletic director, a head coach, or a school administrator, Hometown is making it easy for schools to save time, to raise more money, and to bring their entire community together. For more information, just go to hometown.com. We also want to say thanks to Ohio University and their online masters in athletic administration. Now, I didn't get my master's from Ohio University, but my assistant AD did, along with thousands of others, and it was an incredible experience. It's very affordable, just 20 months, totally online. And while you're completing your master's degree, you're also earning 11 NIAAA leadership training courses at no extra charge. Check out Ohio University and their online masters in athletic administration. We also want to say thanks to our good friends at Sideline Interactive, indoor score tables and video boards. Go to sidelineinteractive.com and you can schedule a live web demo to see their great products in action. Probably one of the best purchases I ever made was our Sideline Interactive indoor score table. Go to sidelineinteractive.com for more information. We want to thank our good friends at Home Campus. Home Campus is a platform you're going to use every single day, whether it's scheduling, rosters, results. For me, the athletic eligibility and clearance platform alone is the gold standard. To find out more, just go to homecampus.com. Don't forget to mention the podcast, homecampus.com. We want to say thank you to Huddle. As a football coach, I used Huddle for years. When I became an athletic director, I made sure that our school was a Huddle school. And our coaches, all of our coaches, just loved the tools that Huddle provided. Our student athletes loved the videos, and our parents loved the streaming, but there is so much more. Go to huddle.com. Join the 8 million users and turn your school into a Huddle school. That's huddle.com. We want to say thanks to our good friends at Snap Mobile, particularly Snap Raise. Have you ever spent weeks and weeks with a fundraiser and then been disappointed in the results? Well, those days are gone. Go to snapraise.com. It's hands down the best online fundraiser. We used it at our school with great success. Coaches loved it. Parents loved it. It works. Go to SnapRaise and check out all of their great platforms. But if you're looking for a fundraiser, you just found it. It's snapraise.com. We'd like to thank Vital Signs Wall of Fame for their support. Go to vitalsignswalloffame.com and take a look at their interactive touchscreen video consoles. If you're looking for a really cool way to display your school record boards or show off your school's Hall of Fame, got to check out their products. You put one of their units in your gym lobby or your main school hallway, it's going to be a magnet for kids, for coaches, for parents. How about sponsors and alumni? You really got to see it to believe it. Go to vitalsignswalloffame.com. We'd like to thank Athletic Surveys by LifeTrack. At my school, we use surveys for everything: kids, coaches, parents, and the information that came back was almost always over the top positive, and it'll be the same for you. Go to athleticsurveys.com. They're going to create a custom survey that lets you take the pulse of everybody in your program, even those squeaky wheel parents. But the cool thing is, having all of that positive feedback is tremendously valuable, especially when you're visiting with a frustrated parent, maybe your principal, or even your school board. Go to athleticsurveys.com. Let them show you all the great things they can do for your program. And we want to say thanks to Gipper. Go to Gipper.com and let their team let you create world-class marketing content for your school's social media channel. Maybe it's a quick post to celebrate a victory, or it could be an entire newsletter to showcase all the great things that your athletic department does in the community. The folks at Gipper will have you up and running in no time. It's professional graphic design made easy. Go to Gipper.com to get started. As always, don't forget to mention the podcast. That's Gipper.com. Welcome back, everybody, to another segment of the K12 Sports Tech AD Think Tank. We're going up to New Jersey today, and our think tank guest is Ryan Miller. Ryan's a certified master athletic administrator. He's the director of athletics and the assistant principal at Scotch Plains-Fanwood. And again, that's in New Jersey. Ryan Miller, welcome to the think tank.
Well, thank you so much. Happy to be here.
Yeah, glad to get to know you. We're also joined, of course, by Alec Brown. He's the COO of K12 Sports Tech. Alec, always great to reconnect with you.
Thank you, Jake. Thanks for having me. Ryan, thanks for being on.
Okay. For our listeners, if you're new to this particular segment, Alec is going to take us on a deep dive into all things K12 Sports Tech. I found out about their platform, I want to say very near the beginning, about 2 years ago, and was just immediately impressed is not a strong enough word. They were approaching connecting ADs, not just with other ADs, but actually connecting them with vendors that we use, sometimes on a daily basis. And it was just such a unique approach. I immediately wanted to get involved. Um, Ryan, let's go and start with you. Share with our listeners, a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your school. As I like to say, give us your life story in 2 minutes, and then talk about how you first heard about the think tank and what's been your experience so far.
All right, so let's start with Scotch Plains-Fanwood is a suburban school district. We service about 1,500 students, and we have 31 varsity sports, almost every sport the state offers. And we're very proud that we have almost 3 levels for all of our sports. So we're excited on a daily basis to have a high degree of participation with our athletes. Very excited about boys volleyball was the program we added most recently about 8 years ago. And we have 6 consecutive county championships and 2 straight sectional titles. So really fun to add that in. I became an athletic director 19 years ago, almost by accident. I was interviewing for jobs, and Parsippany High School in North Jersey was silly enough to say yes to me. And I walked in, and they told me it was assistant principal with some athletics. And then I learned it was actually the athletic director job. Spent 4 years there, and my family was growing, and Parsippany was quite a ride. It was a 45-minute commute each way. Scotch Plains was open, so I came to Scotch Plains-Fanwood, and I spent the last 15 years here, really loving every minute of what I do. I'm a United States Army veteran. I served for a few years as a lieutenant. I was at the Airborne School down at former Fort Benning. I then have an associate's degree from Valley Forge Military College. I was commissioned at 19, ran a tank platoon unit for a little while up in Philadelphia. And then I got my bachelor's at the College of New Jersey, master's from Kane University, and last March earned my doctorate from Northeastern University. So I'm also as proud of the doctorate as I am the CMAA designation because a lifetime of getting better, a lifetime of learning, can be emulated if you actually show people that you're still doing it. I met Alec by accident at event at a I think at the national convention. I was walking by and I saw his table and I actually looked at him. I said, I have no idea what y'all are about, so please tell me. And he told me what he was about. I thought it was fantastic and jumped right in.
Yeah, wow. Well, I thank you for your service. Congratulations on that PhD, doctor. Well done. And thanks for sharing. Let's go and stick with you for a while. As you have gotten involved with the think tank, have you had a chance to work on any projects yet?
I've been involved with a few. I worked with Watchfire. I did a little bit of work with them. Watchfire is a great company for video boards. We're not in a place to afford them yet, but it was a wonderful opportunity to jump in there. Uh, Helmet Tracker slash Equipment. They were changing their name. Uh, I worked with them, and actually, we're gonna jump on board. I've never used them before, but after meeting with them and then subsequent follow-up meetings, their inventory management system for me is going to change the game for how we communicate our inventory to our parents and to our athletes. Uh, the coaches always had a handle on it. The problem was, is this kid turning in the right jacket or are they turning in a jacket they found? And then and managing that piece. So Helmet Tracker is going to be Equipment Ops is the new name. They're going to be able to help that. And then I just met with I think it's Height. It's a
Mhm.
mental performance group. I was blown away by them as well. And so I worked on a little bit with them, and now I'm working on convincing my board of education that jumping in with them is going to be life changing for our kids. Uh, my enjoyment has been learning about new vendors and also being a part of helping them understand what ADs are hearing as they're presenting, right? So we all want a video board, right? Who doesn't? Who doesn't go to a stadium and say, I would like that MetLife video board? MetLife's the biggest stadium in New Jersey.
Right.
I would like that board at my high school, right? And of course we want that. But what are the other values? And one of the things I said to the vendor, I told them that scoreboards are now no longer just telling the story of the game, they're telling the story of your community. And how do we make that work for us? I'm not there right now. I've got other pieces that our budget needs to attend to. We're a growing district, so we have to actually purchase a school and renovate it. So asking for that kind of money for a scoreboard ain't is not there. But uh, the excitement really is learning about a vendor without the pressure of feeling like you have to buy something, right? And being able to really sit with that vendor and say, hey, this speaks to me in this presentation, but you know, this piece over here got a little in the weeds and maybe clean that up. So, uh, and then the last piece, and I've told this to Alec, being ahead of the game is fantastic, right? Like being able to meet with a vendor who maybe isn't large yet, maybe isn't out on the market yet, is amazing. Um, I had an opportunity years ago. The state of New Jersey was using Schedule Star, which is now VNN or Big Sports, or I don't know what company bought what anymore. But uh, Schedule Star wasn't getting it done for me, and I bumped into a vendor for our school today. I was one of the first schools in New Jersey to switch to our school, and now 80 to 85% of New Jersey is in our school. And I like to think that I was kind of at the beginning of that process. What intrigued me about the AD network was how do we continue to stay ahead of the curve and not in the oh my gosh, I'm so far behind. How did I not see this coming? And that's what I want to do. And that's why you know, I stop at booths when I'm at national or state conferences, especially if I don't know the vendor. And I usually say the same thing, like, I don't know what you do, please educate me. And I can't help educate others if I don't actually do it myself. So, ooh, I'm talking a lot. I'm so sorry, guys.
No, no, you're doing great. You actually you transitioned into my next question and did it much better than me asking it about how is your think tank experience, different from the typical AD experience? You come to office, you turn on the computer, and you've got those three or four emails from vendors, those cold calls. And you described it just perfectly. That, it's you deciding, okay, I'm going to work with this vendor, with this project, and it's a collaborative thing, but it's you sharing with them, hey, this is how your product can help us, can do better. And you gave the one. I think this has got to be the greatest example of ADs having an influence. You convinced a company to change the name of their product, from helmet tracker to equipment ops. Just great stuff. Alec, let's get you in here. Listeners, I've known Alec again since I got involved with the think tank, obviously, but he's not just some shady salesperson. He's an athletic director by default. I'm going to let him share his story and then talk about K12 Sports Tech. So, Alec, share your origin story, if you will, with our listeners.
Will do. Thanks, Jake. Yeah, Ryan, thanks for the background. This is going to be a tough one to follow.
No.
But my background's in education. I started my career as a teacher in Chicago. Quickly kind of transitioned and moved into administration. And in although sports had been a big part of my life growing up, I did not picture myself in a career in sports until I was at a school that didn't offer a sports program. Didn't think that was right. Talked to administration about starting one. They were nice enough to let me do that. And it was just a really fulfilling experience. And in my situation there, I was able to get kids involved with sports in a lot of cases for the first time. So it kind of led me to this career in education-based athletics. I went on to work at an organization in Chicago called Beyond Sports Foundation for about 5 years, which was geared towards prepping high school and college student athletes for life after sports, and doing things like workforce development and job training and internship placement and things like that. Loved that as well. But moved to K12, met Abby, and just really appreciated her mission and her vision for what we wanted to do. Because I had sat in the chair, I think. We're at our core, we're a consulting and resource hub that connects the sports tech vendor directly with the AD. Ryan kind of painted the picture of the type of projects that we offer our ADs. The think tank members are compensated for their work. They are not obligated to do anything, but they're able to pick and choose projects that they're interested in and participate in those. And so they're able to learn about new things that are coming in the industry, maybe find some good fits for their particular program, but also to give feedback and help vendors improve their solutions to therefore help a lot more programs all over the country. I think the examples Ryan used were great. In one situation, he's going to use the tool at his school. In another situation, he might end up using it at some point, but he was able to provide really good feedback either way. And in the scoreboard situation, I am going to correct you, Ryan. It was digital scoreboards, not Watchfire. But in that situation, in that call, it's not the time right now, and that wasn't the purpose for the vendor anyway. It was more of like an LED 101 course for you, so that when it is the right time, you're prepared and you know what questions to ask of any vendor in that space. So it's been an amazing experience all around. Our ADs have loved it. Our vendors have loved it. And we just want to keep growing and connecting more people in space.
Ryan, if there's a message, I guess, that you haven't already shared, and like Alex said, you did a great job. This is probably going to go on their website. If there's a part of the AD think tank experience that, you would want other ADs to know about, because I think we're fairly skeptical people initially. How would you, describe or share that, hey, this is a really valuable experience and something that would benefit you? How would you share that with our listeners?
I think that the best way that I look at it is I'm learning about a vendor without being pitched a sale. So I don't have to worry that at the end of a call, let me get back to you. Let me give you some of the normal. Let me check with my principal. I got to look at my budget, put offs that we may do. And then I further don't have to worry about a crazy amount of follow-ups from the vendor, right? So I have this wonderful opportunity to spend 30, 45 minutes learning about a product, asking questions without feeling like silly, without feeling like I don't know, and to be able to walk away with maybe this is something great and we can pursue it, or you know what, when I know I'm ready, this is the person I want to call because we've developed a trusting relationship. It's altering the concept of, in my opinion, vendor relationships from, I value you because you buy a lot of stuff from me, to I value you because your input is helping make my company better. And that to me is the value in what we're doing here in the think tank.
Oh, absolutely. Great. Great point. Um, Ryan, if one of our listeners wanted to reach out, pick your brain a little bit more about the think tank or just add you to their network, what's the best way that they can get a hold of you?
Like every AD, right? The email and the cell phone, and don't worry about the work line. You call the office line all you want. My secretary is wonderful. And she will take your name and number and I'll call you back from my cell. But my cell phone is the best way to get in touch with me. It's 732 362 6825. And because I'm an AD, I just pick up. That's it's not a personal phone number, so that one I just pick up and I get weird area codes, and uh, I'm starting to learn area codes across the country just because it's fun. Um, and my email is on our website at spfk12.org, but rmiller at spfk12.org is the email address. So I'm happy to take calls. I'm happy to help, and if we could triple the size of this network before Tampa, that would be fantastic.
Your cell phone thing, it made me think I had a friend. I think we'd both been ADs for 15 or 16 years, and he was in another part of the country, and we started playing cell phone bingo for states. We just kept track of, random, calls. We would always answer because we had to have it in our phone log to share. And I actually won that contest. But anyway, thanks so much for sharing that. Alec, I know that the think tank has hit the 500 member mark, and the next that next milestone's 1,000. Anything coming up? Anything you'd like to share with our listeners before we give out your contact information?
Well, yeah, I mean, you kind of hit on it. We want to hit 1,000 now. We hit 500 a few months ago. We want to hit 1,000 and beyond that by Tampa. So please reach out if you're interested in joining the think tank, or even if you're interested in just talking about it more. I'm happy to sit down and chat. And on the vendor side, we're excited because we're starting what we're calling an emerging innovators program, and it's for even newer startup companies, even newer companies to the high school space to work with us and get some feedback from ADs, before your product is even perhaps on the market. We're offering reduced cost rates for emerging innovators, and we're really excited to help our think tank, to have our think tank members sort of help them on their journey into the high school sports market.
Well, again, the website is K12 Sports Tech. If they want to reach out to you, what's the best way to do that?
Yeah, definitely email Alec, ALEC at K12sportstech.com.
Well, gentlemen, thanks again for sharing on this episode of the Think Tank. All the best moving forward. And, gosh, Ryan, we're definitely going to have to connect. And we can get Alec in there too at the national conference coming up in Tampa.
I'm looking forward to it. Really exciting. I'm on the certification committee. I'm on one of the national teaching faculties, and I'm just so excited to be involved, and I can't wait.
I knew there was a connection there. I was on national certification for like 9 years. So, well done. Certification's the best committee. Good for you. Okay. Okay. Alec, next time we talk, you may be back in the States. So safe travels. And for all our listeners, we do this segment just about every week, and we always upload the Zoom recording to the Educational AD Podcast YouTube channel. We appreciate you listening, and please come back for the next episode of the K12 Sports Tech AD Think Tank on the Educational AD Podcast. We'll see you next time. Hey, before we go, we want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors, including K12 Sports Tech. Go to k12sportstech.com, sign up for the Think Tank. We also want to thank Athletic Surveys. At my school, we use surveys for everything. Let Athletic Surveys help you take the pulse of everybody in your program. It's athleticsurveys.com. We want to say thanks to Huddle. As a football coach, I used Huddle. As an AD, we were a Huddle school. Go to huddle.com for more information. We want to thank Snap Raise. This is a fundraising platform that just flat out works. Go to snapraise.com. We'd like to thank Vital Signs Wall of Fame. Touchscreen video boards, your school records, your Hall of Fame. Go to vitalsignswalloffame.com. We'd like to thank Gipper. Go to gipper.com. Let their team turn you into a social media expert. That's gipper.com. Sideline Interactive, indoor score tables and video boards. You heard me say before, probably the best purchase I ever made. Sidelineinteractive.com. We want to thank Home Campus. It's a platform you're going to use every single day. Go to homecampus.com. We want to thank Ohio University and their online masters in athletic administration. Go to Ohio University to check out more. And we want to thank Hometown. It's not just digital ticketing anymore. Go to hometown.com for more information. Thanks again for listening to this segment of the K12 Sports Tech AD Think Tank. We'll see you next time on the Educational AD Podcast.